Hi everyone, my name is Marnie and I'm the health promoter at Casson. I get asked an awful lot when I'm in the community, what do I do if somebody I love develops an addiction? Well, this is one that I can truly speak to from the heart. I have somebody who's very close to me in my life who has had addiction issues for about the last 15 years, and we've been navigating through that as a family. So I definitely know what the struggles are. But what I can share with you today is what I did about it. So I've been through the long nights, I've been through the heartbreak, the hope, the heartbreak, the hope cycle. Where that left me in my journey was feeling very frustrated, helpless, hopeless, and not knowing where to turn. I didn't understand that I had my own journey. I spent all of my time trying to fix him and work through his addiction instead of letting him do that. So when I started to understand that it was actually one question that I learned to ask myself that really changed my outlook on all of this. How much of this can I control? I was so devastated to get the news that there was none of their addiction that I could control. I wasn't in any control of that. So what do I do from there? I really had to face what I was going to do with that information. So after a few days of feeling pretty desperate about it, I did start to realize that I could control how I was responding to it. So definitely not changing the instances that were happening in my life, but maybe what I was doing about it or my response. So that's what I set out to do, and that was the beginning of my journey. The reason why I developed a need for a journey in the beginning was because I lost myself. Within his addiction, I didn't realize, but I had actually lost myself. My life, I was worried about going outside of the house if he was home. I was worried about going outside if he wasn't home. I was starting to really limit my circle of friends, seeing my family and all of the supports that were really helping me. I was starting to limit all that, and I was suffering because of it. I was starting to feel a lot of sadness and, like I said, hopelessness for sure. Absolutely top of the list. So then when I started to realize that I could control how I responded, I went on a search to figure out how to do that. And that's how I filter everything still to this day, is through that question. And sometimes it's several times a day. What can I really do about this to control the situation? This is why self-care is so important, because self-care keeps us at the top of our game. So it increases our vitality so that we're more able to handle these situations as they come up, because you often don't know that you're going to be in a situation in a half an hour, right? So it really gave me the power when I started to take care of myself more to be able to look ahead into the future and see what I wanted from my life and start to make my plans based around that. So unconditional love does not mean that you don't have any boundaries. You still have very clear boundaries, and this is where Casson comes in. So speaking to one of our counselors, they can help you in a setting where it isn't an emergency or an elevated state. They can help you to set your boundaries that work with you. Nobody can tell you what your boundaries are. Please trust me on that one, from a long time of searching where my boundaries are. Nobody else can help you. You have to know within you what your boundaries are. And if you're checking in with how that's sitting in your gut, you'll know whether that's a boundary for you or not. So you can love somebody unconditionally and still have very clear boundaries around their addiction and how it affects your life. I did use a lot of mindfulness. I still use a lot of mindfulness. A lot of going back to the moment, a lot of environment scans when I'm feeling anxiety and hopelessness, a lot of meditation. That's just what works for me. But again, that's where a counselor can truly help you. And our counselors, I honestly believe I work with the best staff we could possibly have. They're caring, they are loving, they have so much knowledge, and the tools that they will give you to help you every single day will help you every single day. It is such a good investment. So if you're sitting at home very frustrated, very upset, very heartbroken over somebody else's addiction issue, Casson is here to help you as well. We definitely support family members. We even have groups that will support family members, or if you prefer, then maybe it's individual counseling for you. But that would totally be worked out between you and your counselor, and that would be a mutual decision between the two of you. So you can give us a call. We're free. We're confidential. There is no referral process other than self-referral. So you just give us a call, and you can call 905-684-1183. Okay, so give us a call, and that starts the process. Super easy. Have a great day. We'll talk soon.